Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing very well, very well. What's your name?
My name is David.
David. Nice to meet you. I'm John.
Nice to see you.
And where are you from?
I'm from Taiwan.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
very nice. What time is it there in Taiwan right now?
Is in the evening, around 6:40.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And what have you been up to today?
Um, in 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 the noon, I took a class with say TOEFL.
Oh, okay, local
Yeah,
class
yeah,
at noon.
yeah, at noon, and I took this class is because I want to evaluate my English ability.
Hmm.
Uh, because before I already took TOEIC, the test for business English, and
Okay,
already got a golden certificate. So that's why I want to re-evaluate again my English ability, not for any specific purpose like other people want to study abroad.
okay. So just make sure you pronounce certificate.
Yes,
Pronounce it certificate.
certificate.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so your TOEFL class earlier today, was it online or in person?
Now in person, I took this class in a private school,
Okay.
specially designed for people want to take the TOEFL class, TOEFL test.
Good, good. And you said
Yeah.
you already took the TOEFL test before?
No, TOEIC. Another class
Oh,
called TOEIC.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also
And
from the ETS.
when are you going to take the TOEFL, you know?
Maybe next year, early next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, well, good. Well, what do you like to work on and practice?
Um,
Anything in
I ch-
particular?
yeah, I choose Cambly because I work already work in a foreign company, but in Taiwan, we don't have many chances to speak English,
Hmm.
especially um, conversational
Yeah,
English.
yeah.
We often use English in written form, saying that we use English in mail written form often, but not in a communicational way. So I would like to practice my English communicational skills, so to improve um, my ability when it comes to TOEFL speaking test.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
because I think
Communication skills.
yeah, communicational skills.
No, not communication, no, just communication.
Oh,
Okay.
communication. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good.
Oh,
Okay. Do you have favorite topics that you like to talk about or something that's on your mind today?
Um, not really. I just want to know if you have any tips, tactics that we can improve our um, speaking skills as for English. I just want to ask for your advice and also what what tips do you advise us to improve?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think, the most obvious thing is, just practice. I mean, that's the only way that you get better. But I think that, one thing I think uh, that helps is that when people not slow down, when people let me put it this way, when you're trying to learn while talking and having a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
it's it makes it harder to help correct if you talk a long time. So a lot of people make that mistake. They want to talk and practice talking, and so they'll talk for like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes straight, and
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to jump in and tell you what the mistakes are and tell you what the corrections are if
Mm-hmm.
I have to think back, like what you said 5 minutes ago, you know?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
also, usually, somebody who speaks English pretty well but is still learning might have, one mistake per sentence, or maybe one mistake every two sentences, um,
Yes.
that, somebody wants to tell. So also, if you talk for 5 minutes straight,
Hmm.
and I have to remember like seven things, it
Uh-huh.
becomes a lot harder. So I always find it easier when, people, speak for like one or two sentences and then pause. And then if there's something that I can point out, then I have that opportunity to jump in without interrupting your flow and your thoughts, and without having to think back
Mm.
200 years, you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I see. I see.
Yeah, yeah. But what field do you work in, by the way?
Sorry.
What type of industry or field do you work in?
Okay. I work in the beauty industry. Is a distributor for perfumery products and also skincare products in Taiwan.
Oh, very nice.
Uh, yeah, because it's a Singaporean company, so we that's why we need to use English in the workplace. We say principles is a when we say principal, it means that is supplier for the from the brand. So we say principal, and also we talk with Singaporean colleagues and colleagues from other countries. The major language is English.
Good, good. Make sure when you say words that end in th, okay, like with, that you're
With
pronouncing the th. Yeah. You don't want to say like this, okay? It's not an s sound. It's a the, okay?
the
So with,
okay
it's like a breathy sound with,
with
yeah. But the
okay
the the tongue always is between the teeth. It's not
oh,
behind the teeth. Like for an S, the tongue is behind the teeth. With a th, with, the tongue is out here.
okay.
Yeah,
So just like with
yeah,
like this.
that's perfect. Yeah, it feels weird. It feels weird at first,
Yeah.
but you get used to it, and that's correct. It sounds perfect. It makes it sound a whole lot better.
Okay. Because when you speak relatively quickly, then it's hard to pronounce the position of your town.
Yeah,
It sometimes really seems really difficult.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. It is. But you get used to it. Um, yeah. So, so you said your company is in like skincare products. You sell skincare products. Is that right?
Perfumes and skincare products.
Okay, perfumes and skincare products. Can I ask
Yeah.
you a question about skincare then?
Okay, no problem. Sure.
So, how often should someone be applying skincare products? Like, is that something everyone should be doing daily, or is it
Yeah.
okay to do it a few times a week, or like, do you have to do it twice daily? Like, what do you recommend?
I think it's a daily routine for everyone, whether you're a woman or you're a man, and you have to use maybe um, twice per day,
Okay,
morning and evening. Then you can use some basic products like cleanser and also moisturizers. If you are a man and you don't like too many products, like to use too many products, you can use cleanser, moisturizer, and in the morning you can use sunscreen as well to protect your skin from the damage of the ultraviolet UV light.
UV, yeah, ultraviolet, ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet.
Good, good. Um, yeah, see, my problem is not like, I mean, I don't mind using skincare products. I'm just like, it seems to take a lot of time. Like it it's like
No.
a huge effort. Like I'm lazy.
You just need to take only within 5 minutes, and you can prepare anything for your skincare routine. Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike we say maybe female customers, they want more products within their skincare routine, so they use more products like toner, serum, moisturizer, and night cream maybe. And also they have spatial care for their skin in the weekly basis, like mask to clean or to moisturize their skin. So I think it's a different mindset
Yeah.
between men and women when it comes to skincare.
Okay. And so all of these products that people use, like if you're using three, four, five products,
Yeah.
like do they really make a difference, or is it just like it makes you feel good?
According to many experts in the beauty industry, I mean the real experts, not that one just promoting their own products.
Experts,
Uh,
experts,
Experts
ex-
promoting the
experts.
experts,
So not asperts, experts.
experts,
Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah,
expert.
yeah.
Okay, not those who just promote their own products. They say you minimum for your skincare is better because when you use too many products in one time, you might cause certain conflict among certain active ingredients.
Uh, oh wow.
Yeah, so it might reduce the effect of each product. So it's better to keep a simple routine
Hmm.
in a daily basis in every day. So maybe you can just use cleanser, serum, and moisturizer to finish your daily routine.
Okay. Say it again. Um, say simple, simple.
Simple.
Okay, yeah. So you, so the last part of that word you can work on a little bit more. Instead of simple, it sounds like you're saying simple. Okay. And you want to really have a hard L sound. Simple, simple.
Symbol.
That's yeah, that's great. That's great.
A symbol.
Simple. And that's another one where you have to use the tongue to make the perfect sound, okay? So you don't want it to
Yeah.
sound like simple. See, like, oh, there's no tongue, oh. But simple,
Uh-huh.
simple,
Symbol. Okay. Just
simple, pole.
okay. Simple.
Perfect, yeah, that's good. Another, you got to work with that tongue to get it speaking English perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Um, okay, yeah, I've been like I ordered some I clicked on an Instagram ad a couple of months ago, and I
Mm-hmm.
ordered. Let me show you what it is. Hold on, I'll get it.
Okay.
I ordered like these little samples because I know I need to start doing this because I'm getting old, and I need to. I need to. Let me pull this desk over here. I need to start paying attention to this, otherwise I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
get really, really old, really, really fast. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but so I ordered these like samples, but then I'm too lazy to use them every day. So
Okay.
like this one says it's like moisturizing balm.
Lumin.
Lumen,
Is it Luma
Lumen.
made from USA?
Uh, yeah, I think it's from the USA. It's like a new online company, and I see
Okay.
them advertising a lot. So I just clicked on an Instagram ad, and
Mm-hmm.
it looked neat. So, but this one's like a moisturizing balm,
Mm-hmm.
and then smells really good. Obviously you can't smell it, but
It's not fragrance free. It is a certain fragrance inside.
must
Do
have.
do is it essential oils? The scent is from essential oil, or simply just a synthetic fragrance.
Oh,
I'm not sure if you can tell.
I don't know. It says I don't know. Well, it smells kind of like citrusy, like
Okay.
citrus a little bit.
Okay, maybe it's from essential oil like orange, something like that.
Okay, yeah, it smells like a little bit like orange, or lime or something. Lemon. Is it? Oh, it says it has apple extract, green tea leaf extract. But is it better to have one scented with essential oils versus something else?
Um, Actually, when you mention the ingredients like apple extract or green tea extract, usually they don't have any scent because those extracts are already distilled, you know, distilled or refined,
Distilled,
Ref-
distilled.
distilled,
Good, good.
distilled or refined already.
Ah,
So when it comes to it's a finished product, when they want to add these ingredients, they don't use raw materials.
ah,
They use refined ingredients. So they normally they don't have specific scents or strong scent as their materials used to be.
okay. That makes sense,
Yeah.
actually. I never thought about that, but it makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then the other one is let's see if this smells. Yeah, this smells a little bit, but not much. But this says it's like supposed to be for dark circles. It says
Okay.
dark
Eye
circle
cream.
defense. It says
Eye
dark
cream.
circle defense. So I assume it means
Okay.
it prevents worse dark circles. And then this is supposed. It says anti-wrinkle serum,
Oh, okay.
but I mean I don't know if that's why like I was asking you if some of it's just. I mean I don't know if this stuff will actually work because you don't notice a. If you're new to it and you don't if you use it for a few days or a week, like you
Yeah.
really notice a difference. But is it still good that I adopt a routine like this and stick with it for the long term?
What attracts you to buy these products? What attracts you to make this purchase?
To in general or these specific products?
Pacific.
Oh, the advertising was good and it got me.
Okay. Um, Normally, I responsible American brand. I'm not sure if you heard about that. Is one of the brands called Striveton. It's a Striveton. It's a anti wrinkle uh, anti wrinkle brand.
Oh,
Anti aging, I would say.
oh, okay.
Anti wrinkle and also no. I try to type brand name.
Okay.
And also responsible for Peter Thomas Rose. This brand also sold in Sephora in USA.
Okay. I've never heard of it, but I'll look for it.
Yeah.
And that's a good one. Holy cow, it's really expensive. Strivectin. Okay.
Yes, Riveton. The price range normally is from for US end consumers price normally 1,000. No. I need to say US dollar. Um, Maybe 30 to 70 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But in Taiwan is really expensive compared to the American pricing.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Um,
Yes.
yeah, I remember maybe like a year ago, I went to like a store kind of like before. It might have been before, I can't remember, but a store like that. And I was shocked. I even took a picture of it, but I was shocked at like how expensive these little bottles of cream can be. Like some of them were like hundreds of dollars, like five, six, $700.
So you visit certain stores sold this kind of products or
Yeah, I was with my friend in the mall and we were just shopping, and she wanted to go
okay.
in a store to buy something, but it had like lots of skincare products and beauty products, and I was just
Mm-hmm.
looking while she was like getting what she needed. I was just like browsing around, and I saw
Mm-hmm.
like several like small bottles that were like
Mm-hmm.
five, six, $700. I had no clue it could be that expensive.
So maybe that those brands could be from L'Oreal Group and also Estee Lauder Group, the big one.
So their products are
Yeah,
more
so
expensive.
they they sell more premium product, I would say. Just like Lancôme. Lancôme is a French
Uh-huh.
pronunciation. Lancôme or La Mer. La Mer. It, it, do you, I'm not sure how American pronounce La Mer, but it's a brand use French. So La Mer is a brand really
Oh,
expensive.
okay. Okay. Yeah, we probably just
Yeah.
say La Mer. We probably pronounce the R, La Mer.
Yeah, the story about a husband cure cure his wife's skin by finding certain ingredients.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the story of La Mer.
Oh, okay. Are there any are there like skincare product brands that come from Taiwan that are native there?
I'm not I'm not really sure if USA is selling certain brands like in Taiwan we are famous for like facial
Oh,
mask.
okay.
Facial mask. Yeah, we have many brands selling facial
Okay.
masks. So many tourists, especially tourists from China, Korea, or Japan, they would be looking for facial mask when they visit Taiwan.
Okay. Okay. How often would you recommend someone do a mask?
Um, once a week is
Oh,
okay,
okay.
not too many times. If you over, I would say, you do your skincare, the moisturization too often, it would damage your natural barrier. I mean the skin
Uh-huh.
barrier in general. So it would be more sensitive to the allergens or exterior stimulant
Stim- Stimulants. Good.
stimulant.
And allergen. Allergen.
Yes, yeah,
Good.
allergies.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. It just seems to take like a long time. Like I would honestly prefer to go into like a shop or into a salon or something and have them do it
Mm-hmm.
there. Like if I could do that, um, like once a week, I would be fine. But having to do it myself, it just seems like much more work.
Okay. Yeah, you can choose to visit a clinic, especially for the to do some facial treatments for men and also for uh, no gender
Uh-huh.
discrimination here, but more all for all
Uh-huh.
people. And you can maybe choose the simple facial treatments, and also you can do some aesthetics procedures. You know, aesthetic procedures including um, laser. You know,
Yeah, but what
laser.
do they do with the laser? What do they do?
They just use certain wavelengths of
Uh-huh.
light to put on your skin, and you need to use how how do we say that the medicine to
Oh, an anesthetic, the medicine to numb the skin. Oh,
no, let me
okay.
just I forgot the word. Oh yeah, anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
Uh,
Anesthesia.
anes- anesthesia. Yeah, anesthesia to make your skin not so reactive to the
Oh,
laser, the light. And you will feel not so hurt when you do this laser
okay.
treatment.
And what does the laser
Yeah.
treatment do? Does it like rejuvenate the skin, or does it like what does it do to the skin?
There are several different wavelengths when it comes to laser, and certain wavelengths is to rejuvenate your skin, and certain one is to brighten your skin, and certain one is to shrink your
Oh,
pore.
okay. Is there a
Yeah.
way? This might be a dumb question, but is there a way to do like extractions that don't hurt?
You mean extraction the
No,
pimple?
like pores, like when they do the extractions on the pores and stuff, like when they squeeze.
Oh, okay. So do the extraction to clean your
Yeah,
pore, right?
is
You
there a
mean
way
that?
to do that that does not hurt? Because it always hurts so much when they do it.
I think there's some ways that the, can make the extraction not so hurt.
Not hurt so bad. Not
Maybe
hurt so
some
bad or so much.
not hurt so not hurt so much. Um, Recently, I watched a YouTuber, a dermatologist in Taiwan, and she introduced a machine. A machine can use water as a substance to, um, and also the machine and with water can extract your um, how to say
Uh-huh. Clot.
clog
Yeah.
clog clog inside your pore, and without without hurting
Oh,
too
okay.
much. Yeah,
Oh. Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen those
May-
little things that like are a little vacuum. It's like a suction.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
vacuum.
but
Yeah,
they don't.
that's
But it
right.
doesn't like it doesn't do anything. I don't think like the suction is not hard enough. It's very light. The ones I've seen.
No, maybe you mean the one used at
Yeah.
home. No, not at home. You need to visit a clinic to do the specific procedure that you use this vacuum to extract with
Ah,
water.
okay.
And the water can deeply inside your pore and clean your certain substance inside, and also your oil, maybe
Uh-huh.
oil gland can be cleaner.
Okay. Okay. I never heard of that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just I never try. I haven't tried it before. I have done some laser treatments before, but not for this one. And in Taiwan, it already for most of people it's costly, but in US maybe it costs more because the income level is
okay.
different.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm from the United States, but I actually live in Spain now. I live in Europe.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
But here in Spain, everything's cheaper than the United States.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's great.
yeah.
But you cannot go outside right now
We can
in
now.
Spain.
Yeah, we had a 2 month lockdown. That was like a really really strict lockdown for 2 months. It was like where
Mm-hmm.
everybody
Mm-hmm.
was under arrest and in prison. Um, and then after 2 months, they started phasing back in every 2 weeks, phasing back in people's like freedoms and liberties and privileges. Um, so like after when the lockdown ended, we could go outside again and like go for a walk. And then two
Mm-hmm.
weeks later, the
Mm-hmm.
restaurants could open like only their outdoor areas. And then 2 weeks later, they can open indoors at maybe 30% capacity. And then 2 weeks later, they can open
Mm-hmm.
indoors at 50% capacity. So that, yeah, this
Okay.
phasing starting May 11th, it started phasing. And now life is pretty much back to normal. Like all the bars and restaurants are open. You can they still have like reduced capacity on the inside, but I mean, it's like it's 70% now, probably. But everything's
Oh,
open. You can. There's no curfew or anything like that. It's just. It's. I mean, everyone has to wear a mask because it's the law now, but in public.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, life seems like it's almost back to normal here.
Okay, that sounds great. Sounds great. Yeah, it affects a lot in terms of economy for every
Yeah,
country,
sure.
and for especially for European country from the beginning of the coronavirus
Mhm.
COVID-19 outbreak, and also it hurt a lot for the tourist industry. So we cannot go out or take the flight, and also for the
Mhm.
airline
Yeah, for sure.
companies. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I heard though that in Taiwan you didn't have a lockdown there, did you? Did you have?
Yeah, we haven't faced the issue or the
Oh
situation of
wow.
lockdown so
Yeah,
far. So far,
y'all were
I hope
lucky.
there's no lockdown in
That's good.
Taiwan.
That's good. Yeah, Taiwan got so lucky in acting early and not being hit like some other countries did.
Yeah, actually, um, in Taiwan, some people would say there's a reason behind this kind of
Hmm.
situation, because in late 2019, around November, uh, you would read a lot of articles talking about the outbreak, which timing is what's the timing of the
Hmm.
COVID-19, and many people would say maybe from November, it was already the virus already
The,
spread
yeah, the
spreading
virus was already
in
spreading. The
that
virus was already spreading.
yeah, was already spreading in maybe in certain area of China, and but in that time, the China government's
The Chinese
um,
government.
put the Chinese government put a policy, implement a policy to restrict the tourists of from China to Taiwan. So maybe this is one of the reasons that we don't get infectious or get the disease in
Yeah.
Taiwan in the earlier time.
When did that policy go into effect? Do you remember?
I'm not sure the exact time of this
Oh.
policy, but we do suffer a little bit from the beginning, especially for those travel agents serve the Chinese
Mhm.
tourists. Yeah, so from the beginning, we maybe complained, some certain people complained about these situations. But after maybe, as we say, April, February, all people say this is actually a actually a good actually it's bad it's good for Taiwanese people because we don't have this, we don't need to let people in, and all virus could spread in
Yeah,
Taiwan.
yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. What do you have a lot of Chinese tourists in Taiwan? Is that a huge?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. When the virus hasn't been in the situation, so haven't how we say um haven't begun haven't
Before the
begun.
virus began?
Yeah, before the virus began, um, we have a lot of tourists from China, from Korea, and from Japan. Yeah, but after the COVID-19, we have none.
Are people
Yeah,
traveling more domestically? Like, are people going to other parts of the island and traveling domestically since they can't travel abroad?
yeah, yeah. Currently, we have some offshore
Uh-huh.
islands. of Taiwan, offshore island we call Penghu Islands, and also some small islands around different parts of Taiwan, and many people just go there by smaller flights, smaller airplanes, and those places are really crowded currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you live in Taipei or another city?
I live in New Taipei City. There are two Taipei cities. One is Taipei City, and another one is New Taipei City. And New Taipei City actually is formerly we called Taipei County.
Okay.
Yeah, after several years, we upgraded certain counties into city.
Okay. So New Taipei City is, I assume it's like more modern and no?
No, the more modern one is Taipei City, and the New Taipei City is the area is bigger, and also the population is more. But the ci- the modernized situation is unlike Taipei City. Taipei City is more modern and more, as I would say, could be more richer.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, richer.
And so how far away are the two areas, the two cities?
Geographically, the Taipei City is surrounded by a New Taipei City, so it's in the middle of the area, in the middle of the New Taipei City. New Taipei City is outside, and Taipei City is in the middle of the area.
New Taipei City is basically the suburbs of Taipei City, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Gotcha. And have you lived in Taiwan your entire life?
Yeah, I live in Taiwan for my entire life, right? But I just traveled to Singapore and Korea and France before. Some for business purposes and some for pleasure.
Okay. And do you speak French too?
Yeah, I also learning French. I also learning French on Lingoda, another online platform to learn different languages. Yeah, they taught different language. They teach different languages. One of the languages is French.
Okay. Is it difficult to be learning English and French at the same? Well, you already know English, but is it difficult to be practicing English and learning French at the same time? Do you get confused sometimes?
I think it could be difficult sometimes because you need to remember the English vocabulary, and also you need to remember the vocabulary. Vocabulary, and also vocabulary. Okay, and also the French one sometimes is similar and sometimes it's extremely different. So for sometimes I would forget the French vocabulary and directly I would use the English one. And the French teacher could not get me during the lesson, so she would check with me. Do you mean this word in French? So maybe sometimes it causes confusion.
Okay. It causes confusion. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, vocabulary is always in the singular. If you wanna talk about, you can say vocabulary words. If you say word with it, you can put word in the plural. But vocabulary is like a group of, it's a general. Thing, so it's always in the singular. Yeah, vocabulary. Yeah, and then you can say, like, I learned 3 new vocabulary words today. But you would never say, I learned 3 new vocabularies today. You would never say that.
Okay. Oh, vocabulary words.
Very good.
Okay.
And where you said you've traveled to Korea and Japan and Singapore, right? Which one did you like
Mm-hmm.
the best? Well, they're all different, right?
Mm.
Well,
Oh, for the pleasure, I would say
oh wow.
maybe Korea, because Singapore is
Uh-huh.
relatively small compared to Korea, so there are not too many places that you can visit uh, between when you compare
Mhm.
these two countries. So I would prefer to visit Korea when I maybe I have time to do that. But for Singapore, I think it's good for when you need to do some businesses,
Business
do
good.
some business, and also their major language, official language is English, so you can use
Oh,
English
yeah,
every day.
yeah. Um, do you like Korean food too?
Yes, Korean food for me is I mean it's boosting your
Wow.
appetite
Wow.
to a certain extent because they have kimchi and they have garlic and they have many spices to boost your appetite over I mean they have this kind of function but I'm not sure for other people and also their food is
Wow.
less greasy.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I in the United States where I live in Washington, we have a huge Korean community, and so there are many, many, many
Mm-hmm.
Korean restaurants. And so I got to know Korean food when I was living there, and I love Korean food. It's very different from like other Asian countries' foods. Like it's very different from Japanese, Chinese, Thai, Vietnamese. But I really like it. I really like Korean food, and I love the spicy kimchi and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have. I'm not sure if the word is right. They have many food
Yeah,
marinated.
marinated. Yep, marinated,
Is it right?
marinated.
Yeah, yeah, marinated. So in the morning when I
Hmm.
in their hotel, and their breakfast um, serve a lot of marinated vegetables,
Vegetables, good.
and also some
Uh-huh.
kimchi, kimchi pickle,
Okay. Well, let's work on that
Yeah,
those two words real quick. So marinated, marinated.
mar-
Yeah, yeah, good. The
marinated.
stress is in the beginning of the word. Okay, it's it's
Mm-hmm.
marinated. The last three syllables are kind of all said together. So marinated, marinated.
Marinated.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so just you stress that first syllable, and the
Mm-hmm.
other three syllables are kind of like,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then the same thing with vegetables. Okay, vegetables, vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yeah,
Ve-
bowls,
vegetables.
bowls.
Vegetables.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, good, good. See, that sound like I mean the way you said them was perfectly. It was fine. Like it's understood. But the way that you say them now, like after we did that, it sounds a lot more native. If
Okay.
you say marinated,
Mm-hmm.
that's perfectly understandable. And
Mm-hmm.
most people would just give that a pass.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say marinated, it sounds much more native. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing with, if you say vegetables, that's fine. But vegetables sounds
Ve-
more native.
okay. Vegetables.
Yeah, yeah. And so now you're gonna after me doing this, you're gonna be walking around going marinated vegetables.
Yeah, many people in Asian country they don't speak English, so that they feel weird when they see people speaking English or other foreign languages. So that even in Singapore or in other country, they do speak English in daily life, but they
Yeah.
feel how do we say this word? They feel you are too
We're almost out of
think,
time. It's
think
gonna cut us
yourself
off.
as in the society.
Oh, an alien.